Welcome to the Salem Night Stories, bite-sized creepy tales straight to the eerie parts. 5 minutes, one chilling story at a time. Today's story is the last house on Millbrook Road. The house had been empty for 11 months when we finally got the keys. My wife found it online. A rental almost too cheap to believe, tucked at the end of a gravel road about 40 minutes from the city. The photos showed high ceilings, original hardwood floors, and windows that let in floods of afternoon light. The landlord apologized for the price, explaining that the previous tenants had left unexpectedly, and he just wanted someone reliable. We moved in on a Saturday in October. The house felt larger on the inside than it should have. Our footsteps echoed in ways that seemed wrong for carpeted rooms, but it was beautiful, peaceful, the kind of place where you could finally hear yourself think. That first week we settled in, unpacked boxes, hung pictures, made the place ours. Everything felt right, except for one small thing. Every evening around dusk, we'd hear a door close somewhere in the house. Not a slam, just a soft, decisive click. We'd check, but every door was exactly as we'd left it. My wife thought it was the wind. "Old houses settle," she said, and I wanted to believe her. But then we found the door. It was in the hallway upstairs, painted the same cream color as the walls. We'd walked past it a dozen times without noticing. No handle, no hinges visible on our side, just a barely perceptible seam in the wall. When I pressed on it, it didn't budge. I called the landlord. He was quiet for a long moment. Then he said it was just an old sealed closet, nothing to worry about, and the previous tenants had asked about it too. Something in his voice made me wish I hadn't called. That night, we heard the click again, and this time we both knew exactly where it came from: the sealed door. My wife wanted to leave, pack up and break the lease and find somewhere else. But I convinced her we were being irrational. It was just an old house making old house sounds and that we would laugh about this someday. I wish I'd listened to her. The sounds continued. Every evening at dusk, that soft click of a door closing. And after a few weeks, we started hearing something else. Footsteps, light ones, like a child or a small woman, walking slowly back and forth on the other side of that sealed door. We tried to ignore it. We played music, watched television louder than we needed to. We told ourselves it was pipes, or rodents, or our imagination filling in the silence, but we both knew what we were hearing. Then one evening, my wife came home early from work and found me standing in the hallway, my ear pressed against that door. She asked what I was doing. I don't remember walking up there. I don't remember deciding to listen. But I'd been standing there for nearly an hour, she said, just listening. I couldn't tell her what I'd heard. The footsteps, yes, but also humming. A woman's voice, humming a melody I almost recognized, and underneath it all, a sound like fingernails tapping very softly against wood. We called the landlord again, demanded to know what was behind that door. He was silent for so long I thought he'd hung up. Finally, he said, "The last tenants asked the same thing. I told them not to open it. They didn't listen." When I asked where they were now, he just said they'd left in the middle of the night. No notice. Left everything behind. My wife packed a bag that evening. She asked me to come with her just for a few nights to clear our heads. I told her I would. I meant to. But I didn't. I stayed. And that night, at dusk, I heard the click. I walked upstairs. The sealed door was open, just an inch, just enough to see darkness beyond. I should have run. I should have left the house and never looked back. But I was tired of being afraid, tired of not knowing. I pushed the door open and stepped inside. The room was small and empty, except for a single chair facing the wall. Someone was sitting in it. A woman, motionless, her back to me. I said hello. She didn't turn around. I asked if she needed help. She didn't move. I stepped closer. And that's when I noticed something. She was wearing my wife's sweater, the blue one she'd been wearing that morning. I reached out to touch her shoulder. My hand passed through her. She turned her head then. Not her body, just her head, rotating slowly until she was looking at me. Her face was mine. I don't remember leaving that room. I only remember waking up in my car at dawn, parked at a rest stop 30 miles away. My phone had 17 missed calls from my wife. We never went back. The landlord kept our deposit and our furniture. We didn't argue. Sometimes I think about the house. about that room behind the sealed door, about the chair facing the wall. And I wonder if someone new is living there now. I wonder if they've found the door yet. I wonder if they'll open it. And I wonder who they'll see, sitting in that chair. One last thing, if you enjoyed today's creepy story, leave your fingers, share and subscribe before you disappear.